Imagine it is 6:01 p.m. The official workday ended exactly 60 seconds ago. You have finished your work, hit your targets, and your desk is clean. You take a breath, stand up, and reach for your bag. Suddenly, the air in the office shifts. It gets heavy, almost suffocating. You can feel 20 pairs of eyes darting toward you from behind their monitors. The rhythmic clicking of keyboards stops for a fraction of a second. And then you hear it. A voice from the corner office, dripping with that special kind of Japanese passive-aggressive concern. "Oh, Tanaka-kun, leaving already? Working a half day, are we?" In any other country, that is a bad joke. In a Japanese sales office, it is a psychological dagger. It is a verbal signal that says, "I see you. I see that you value your personal life more than this company, and I am marking you down for it." Welcome back. Today, we are peeling back the layers of a culture that has effectively paralyzed the world's third-largest economy for 3 decades. We are talking about the hollow hustle, the performative art of looking miserable to prove your loyalty. From atmosphere prisoners to the new digital shackles of remote work, we are exploring why Japan is stuck in a loop of effort over results, and how this is directly linked to the lost 30 years. If you think your boss is a micromanager, you have not seen anything yet. Let's dive into the belly of the beast. In most parts of the world, sales is the ultimate meritocracy. You hit the numbers, you get the bonus, you go home a hero. But in Japan, there is a glitch in the matrix. Here we have a concept called Seishin-ron, the theory of spirit. I was scrolling through a 5-channel thread, the unfiltered heart of the Japanese internet, where a young sales representative was venting. He had hit 120% of his monthly quota. He was efficient, used professional tools, and automated his outreach. His colleague, let's call him Sato-san, only hit 70%, but during the quarterly review, the boss praised Sato-san to the heavens. Why did Sato-san get the praise? Because he was the first one in at 7 a.m. and the last one to leave at 11 p.m. He looked exhausted. He looked sincere. The boss's logic was this: "Tanaka-kun, you have results, but you make it look too easy. You lack the grit. Sato-san is struggling. He is suffering for the team. That is a real employee." Translation: in Japan, if you are not sweating, panting, and neglecting your family, you are not really working. This is the passive-aggressive toolkit of the Japanese manager. They do not give you a direct order to stay late. That would be a legal nightmare. Instead, they use the air. They say things like, "Must be nice to have so much free time," or "I guess some people do not care about the collective burden." Or the classic, "Are you sure you have given your all today?" It is a race to the bottom. If you are efficient, you are punished with more work or a bad grade in team spirit. If you are slow and inefficient, you are rewarded with trust. This is why Japan's labor productivity is the lowest in the G7. We have turned suffering into a commodity more valuable than actual profit. On the Japanese web, there is a haunting term for people caught in this trap: atmosphere prisoners. These are not people with work to do. These are people who have been finished since 5 p.m., but are locked in a silent staring contest with the boss's office door. I found a post from an anonymous field sales representative that perfectly summarizes the madness. He finished his client visits at 4 p.m. Instead of going back to the office to be judged or going home to his wife, he spent 2 hours sitting in a public park toilet. Just sitting there. Why? Because if he returned to the office too early, he would be branded as not busy enough. And if he went home, he would feel the guilt of the air. This is what I call loud suffering. You will see it in any Tokyo office. People sighing loudly at their desks, walking at double speed to the printer, and constantly complaining about how little sleep they got. It is a signal, "Look at me, I am sacrificing my soul for this company." But here is the kicker. the boss is usually doing the same thing. He is staying late because he does not want to go home to a family that barely knows him and because he is waiting for his boss to leave. It is a pyramid scheme of wasted time. This heir is the invisible hand that has kept Japan stagnant for 30 years. While the rest of the world was moving toward work-life balance and agile workflows, Japan was busy perfecting the ritual of sitting still. We are not failing because we lack technology. We are failing because we have made endurance our only competitive advantage. And guess what? You cannot out-endure a software program or a global market that moves at the speed of light. Now you might be thinking, surely the pandemic fixed this. Everyone went home, right? Well, yes and no. For the Japanese Shachiku culture, remote work did not mean freedom. It just meant the shackles became digital. Welcome to the era of status anxiety. Japanese tech companies started selling monitoring software that would make Orwell blush. We are talking about tools that track mouse movements in real time. If your cursor stops moving for 5 minutes, your icon on the company dashboard turns yellow or red. Suddenly, you have thousands of sales reps sitting at home, occasionally jiggling their mouse while they eat lunch, terrified of the status. Some companies took it even further. They required always on Zoom. You do not talk. You do not have a meeting. You just leave your camera on all day so the boss can see your face. It is a digital panopticon. I read a story of a firm where employees had to post their status in a group chat every 30 minutes. 10 a.m., thinking about client A 10:30, still thinking about client A 11 a.m., started typing an email to client A. It is micromanagement on steroids. The lack of trust is systemic. In the Japanese corporate mind, if I cannot see you suffering, you must be slacking. We have taken the most advanced communication tools in human history and used them to enforce 19th century factory discipline. It is the ultimate irony. A country that leads in robotics is treating its own people like primitive machines. So let's go back to my hypothesis. Is the lost 30 years just a matter of bad economics? Or is it a cultural tax? When you reward the hollow hustle, you kill innovation. When you stay until 10 p.m. just to read the air, you do not have the energy to start a side project, learn a new skill, or, most importantly, start a family. Japan's demographic collapse is not a mystery. It is the direct result of a society that values the office air more than the breath of a newborn child. We are sacrificing our future on the altar of sincerity. The laws have changed. The work-life balance slogans are everywhere. But as we say in Japan, the system has changed, but the air remains. Until we stop praising the guy who stays until 11 p.m. for no reason and start praising the guy who leaves at 6:01 because he is efficient and has a life, Japan will remain stuck in the 1990s. What do you think? Is this performative suffering happening in your country? Have you ever felt the 601 pressure? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. In the next episode, we are going to look at the service industry. Until then, if you are finished with your work, stand up, grab your bag, and walk out that door. The world will not end, I promise.